let's stray away from superheroes and superhero conventions, and let's go over. I want to hear what Trevor is bringing to the table for his topic.
Alrighty, well, I've been thinking about it.
That was topic 1 and 2, by the way, for future reference.
That we just...
The movie trailers and various other random junk that would follow.
Oh, okay. So, topic 3. I've been playing a lot of Fallout 4, as you know, and was just kind of thinking about the other day, like, apocalyptic things, and, like, we got this crazy political thing going on right now, and I just, like, what would happen if the world kind of fell into, like, doesn't have to be nuclear fallout, just, like...
Can we do zombies? Can we do zombies specifically at all?
We can talk zombies. I mean,
okay, because I have a well thought out
medical world. So like, who knows?
I have a well thought out zombie apocalypse plan.
Let's hear it.
We'll see about that.
Let me interact with chat real fast. Gunny72, do you like Von Miller's new contract? Yes, I do. Von Miller is the shit. Great sign. Broncos defense just got a big piece that needed back.
The Rockies needed a new pitcher, so.
The Rockies actually just swept the Braves 4 games. Anyway,
is this basketball?
That was baseball and football.
We're talking rugby right now.
Nice. Anyway, so I'm thinking this: if I could get to an oil platform.
Did you just turn off the fan? Are you crazy?
Everything just stopped.
Continue.
If I'm thinking this: if I can get in a flying vehicle that I can load up with supplies, not too big, not out of the ordinary, small plane, helicopter maybe. And get to an oil platform or an aircraft carrier. I can't. But if this is my perfect scenario. I have someone that can get me there. This is what I would say the best. What?
I'll learn how to fly a helicopter.
We'll figure it out. You can hit some buttons. I've played enough video games.
Yeah, it's true.
On the fly sort of thing, literally.
Yeah,
learning on the fly.
I need to get a little thing that pops up when we get hit with a pun.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Anyway, we go to an oil platform or an aircraft carrier. And then, if people are infected on that, you clear them out, but then you just start chilling. You got oil there, so you got to have heat and electricity on the platform because they obviously soup that stuff up. And they're out on the, so they have their own stuff. So that obviously you can self-maintain it there. And if you have the flying machine, plane or
are you talking
helicopter.
About a helicopter?
Well, it could be a helicopter or a plane. That's what I'm saying. Depending
hang glider.
Or like a really
You're not going to be able to hang glide to a freaking oil rig.
A big kite.
A flying squirrel suit.
You're not going to be able to do either of those to go to the oil rig.
Those big birds from Lord of the Rings.
That they should have flown all the way
in
The Hobbit.
That's an argument you don't want to get into.
Big plot, Anyway.
Don't ask me.
No, in all seriousness, the only problem I see with
and then you just chill out there.
Like, that all works until I feel like you'd run out of water, and then you have a bunch of
You're
salt
next
water
to the entire ocean.
Yeah, then you purify the water. You live on an oil rig, they got to have a way of purifying water.
Is it that easy to purify salt water, though? Can you make it into drinkable water?
Right? If you just boil water, doesn't that make it drinkable?
Reverse osmosis.
You need a filter. You can distill it, so if you get steam, you turn it to steam, and then you can get it on the top of something and then separate it. Yeah, but Paul, I think there's a big problem with your entire plan.
Know what that means.
What happens if you get lonely?
It's a fucking apocalypse, Ben. I don't really think that's...
That's why you get those body
You'd
dolls.
sing
those,
sad songs from like Elvis.
You fly back to civilization because you got to go get food and stuff to resupply. So you go back. If you find survivors, bring them to the pad, soup it up. Then you guys get an operation going from an offshore thing. Because if the zombies are following you, even if they walk on underwater and they can just go, they're walking and then they're going to walk into the bottom of the ocean and die.
I also have a major problem with the whole idea of zombies. I don't want to be that guy in this conversation.
You're being that guy.
I will. Then I want to be that guy in this conversation. Then, because the whole zombies walking underwater thing, like it just makes no sense.
See, I don't like the idea of zombies being like undead or that they're reanimated, but I like if you've ever seen 28 Days Later.
Yes, I was gonna say make that same.
They're
it's
like
realistic.
living people, but they like are seeing red and are just raging and they can't control themselves.
Yes.
That makes
I really
sense
like
to me
that
as like a zombie.
I don't like the zombies that like get an arrow through their brain and like their head's blown off and they're still walking around.
Yeah,
it's like
they're just a corpse just kind of coming at you.
Yeah, like biology major, back me up on that. Not possible. he froze.
I'm not ready to. I'm not prepared to answer that.
Throw the science at us. Give us the science.
No, well, so actually,
science?
Nanobots, man. That's how the zombies can come.
No, it
Nanobots.
probably would
Science.
work. You would need something. Something
Hemoglobin.
would have to control your nervous system.
Yep.
Exactly.
Hemoglobin.
I mean, it's an electronic response from your brain, correct?
It probably would.
Yeah.
As a digital.
But you know, actually, there is like a zombie type fungus which actually will control ants.
Oh yeah, I've seen that actually.
I've heard of that.
I forget what it does, but it causes an ant, I think, to go up a leaf. Takes kind of control of it. And
that happens with a lot of parasites, right? Where they'll just sort of take over,
manipulate
like
behavior.
children or
I'm
something.
being asked by Andrew Kramer to call Matthew out for suggesting body dolls.
Yeah, we sort of glazed over that. I went, what? And then we just kept talking.
What are body? What? I missed that.
It was
I
when we
missed
were
that
talking
as well.
about Paul getting lonely on the and then he said, just have a body doll. And we all just kept talking.
I did not hear that. If I would have heard that, I would have made a bigger deal.
Yeah,
Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah,
So
thanks.
next topic, body dolls. Matthew, it's all you.
It's like dolls that look like people, basically.
What size is
Do
right?
you have
for
any
you?
experience?
You know, how does it, like Ben size or a Dennis size?
What?
What size is right for me?
Yeah. What body doll do you use?
I don't get
I'm
it.
just lonely. I don't use a body doll.
Matthew.
I'm just lonely. I'm just alone.
He's not on an oil rig. Alright.
I continue on with the zombie conversation.
So-
Whatever was happening
What would you do?
in the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
I would immediately try to find some kind of weapon that doesn't make a lot of noise. If that's
Baseball
like,
bat's the best weapon for zombies.
Yep, probably something blunt. Because like if you
wooden
get something
or
sharp,
metal?
metal, definitely metal.
Metal, but they dent, so both.
Have
Both.
two on your back,
Yeah.
like
I mean, I have like, because that's not
Children.
irrational to. If you go to like me, if you were like to break into my garage to scavenge
Bunch
for
of
the
baseball
supplies,
bats.
you would find like 8 baseball bats of wooden and metal.
And I would want a blunt object just for the reason that a sharp object gets dull and then would get stuck in miscellaneous bones.
Here's a fun fact. If you go into Caleb's room, you can actually find 8 normal bats.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Not
actually,
baseball, just bats.
You can definitely find quite
Yes,
a few
that's
bats
the
through the
noise
hole in
bat.
my attic.
It is. It's the sonar.
Yeah, don't get rabies.
Alright, so
Yeah.
so what about an apocalyptic event that doesn't involve zombies that would like actually be possible? Like just government collapsing, like world collapsing,
I
people
don't know,
ransacking
dude.
shit. Like, how possible do you think
Isn't that
be?
kind of funny though that like we all have a plan for a zombie apocalypse, but like if our government
Funny-
shuts down, we're like
funny or
I don't know,
scary?
I don't know what to do. I
Well, I
never
don't
thought
think
about
any
that.
of us can even like vaguely predict what that would look like.
I think
Yeah.
it's because like if the government shut down, like you'd try as hard as you possibly could to maintain normal life, but like in the like event of a zombie apocalypse, like there's no keeping your normal.
Dude,
life
I would go
otherwise.
straight like Mad Max Fury Road.
Okay,
All
but
the
I
way.
feel like other people would be like, we sell power companies. You just be like going down normal roads, like they're not in good shape anymore, but they're working on establishing a new government. And you're just like in the '70s
Running-
roads.
Yeah, I got like the guitar,
fire?
It's like, hey man, you're really doing damage to the roads, and we're really struggling to get the money together. If you could not do that, that would be great.
What a great movie.
Yeah.
Though.
It's like it's just
Dude, I don't know. I would
That's
just
the-
like, I guess, yeah, I would try to remain normal, but ride it out,
I would assume that we would
hang
get
at home.
some sort of law together pretty quickly.
Well, I got it kind
They're
of
pretty civilized
Zombies?
people.
They're
No,
not
no,
allowed, yeah.
no. In the government, if the government shut down, like we'd get a pretty, like a different system of
Oh yeah,
laws
probably.
set up pretty quickly.
No, I started thinking about this the other day too, because I got kind of a glimpse of like what would happen if society just kind of fell apart. Because I read an article about there's a city over in Japan, like in the exclusion zone, and they
Exclusion zone.
where the power plant, the nuclear power plant, like exploded,
Yep,
it caused
okay.
all this radiation. So now it's an exclusion zone, no one's allowed to go into, but there's still people just living in there that like never left. And this journalist went in with like a radiation suit and just kind of checked out the town, and it was like he'd go into a grocery store and there's still just food all around the grocery store. Some of it's dumped over because people have just gone in and taken whatever they want. He went into like a bookstore and there was like a whole sections of books that had just been taken, and like people took them off to their homes and that sort of thing. He found a dude that walked and just watered plants every day. and like
That sounds
he's
kinda
probably
nice.
super irradiated, but
It's Ben's
he's just
dream.
like living there.
Yeah, I mean, you
And it
know,
was just, it
as
was
long-
eerie, to
As long
see.
as you can get like a decent set of rules to live by, you can work out your little community pretty well.
Yeah. That's kind of spooky though.
Yeah, it was
That's
eerie.
really cool.
The pictures and stuff were just eerie because it was
Yeah.
like it looked like life just froze.
Well,
How
dude,
long
I
has
bet
it
you
been?
they just don't have access to
How long
shit.
has it been there?
I think it was
Just
2012,
2011.
2011.
Yeah, so 5 years.
Yeah. Which
Have you guys
the
heard about-
journalist pointed out that like a lot of the newspapers and stuff had the date of that day that everyone abandoned the town, and it's just frozen in time essentially.
Have you guys
That's crazy.
ever heard of
Weird.
those like cities or there's some building I think somewhere in Japan maybe that like everybody is abandoned, like the government doesn't care about it, but there's just this big community of people living in there basically.
Where?
I think it's in Japan. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it'd be like it's like a big apartment complex that people have just made like a whole network of like a community within it. What do we got going on in the chat?
Either 125 Outlanders or it could be 12 Southlanders with just
Oh, that is true.
interesting spelling.
So he
South.
said if Trump takes over the country, it might be the end.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Man,
That's
I don't even
South.
want to talk about Trump.
Dude,
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I don't even want.
Yeah.
Let's not do
I-
politics.
All I'd like to say is
vote
that
libertarian. Go for the third party guy.
yes,
Gary Johnson.
Yeah. If you don't like Trump and you don't like Hillary, vote for the other guy. Don't not vote.
Or do not vote. It's up to you.
no,
Yeah, we're both not voters.
Trump
Yeah.
Trump going
I might
after
vote
the
for
Bernie
Johnson,
Sanders
but-
supporters.
You might as well use your
Yeah.
vote to do it so we could for the possible
it's-
Well,
Third
the
party.
possible
I-
third party.
I
That's-
don't really want to get into this
Yeah.
right now.